Okay. He just always wants me to address the lack of Christian behavior. Okay? He doesn't like how people treat me, so he's wanted me to do this. And these are teachable moments. Okay? Yeah. So this consultant, she chats it up, her lives, and takes names for prizes, and sharing her things so she can maybe get some new customers. You share it to your little feed. Yeah, if you share it on your page, you type bling. And when I call your name out, you know that I saved your comment and I'm putting you in the raffle. She always tells us that. Well, I noticed she was saying everybody's name and mine never came up. So typically on these lives, you just use the word repeat with the bling. She says, yeah, type in bling and I'll know you shared my lives on your feed, okay? And so I have learned from other lives that if they didn't catch you, you just write, okay, repeat, and then you put whatever, It's a common practice. Well, anyways. So the consultant, not seeing my name, wait a minute. So typically on these lives, you just use the word repeat with bling. The consultant, not seeing my name, it was just a freak deal. It's no big deal. A fellow lady, though, took issue with it about me saying, repeat, bling. Yeah. Her immediate comment was, I just want to throat punch someone. And then she comes into my messages and attacks me. Mrs. Consultant. Yeah. And I said the consultant's friend, because it's kind of obvious to everybody, y'all are friends. That's okay. I don't care. I was dumbfounded at her behavior. Short bus girl, you're a short bus. That behavior makes her one. She's got a pig spirit, not a lion. You're not a lion spirit, honey, because you're acting like that, babe. You better be getting into Joyce's stuff, or you're going to get yourself sifted, especially if you hate me. And I'm the leader of the end times. I'm General John Patton. You're going to get yourself sent to hell, and you didn't do anything wrong in your life except hate the messenger to Jesus. And that was your major screw up right there. That's what I'm getting at, y'all. That's what I'm getting at, okay? You're going to go to hell if you do that crap to this girl that was lucky enough to be the best Christian in the world, obviously, to do this. I bring the spirit of conviction. Tough. Humble yourself, or you get sifted. Bottom line. We're in end times. Now you know how serious end times is. We're at the end of our time. It's ticking. Yeah. Check yourself, girl. That was him being pissed at you. He wanted me to call you. I let it go a long time ago. That was a long time ago. Oh, no. No. You better stop. He'll find something. Because he saw you. Knock it off. This girl has changed. You got change, honey. I hope you do enjoy Joyce Myers. I know you're a very good person. You're just jacked up. You had stuff happen to you, I'm sure. And now you're all jacked up. I bring the spirit of conviction. That's why people hate me, honey. That's why you hate me. I'm convicting you. You better get right with God. Don't go to hell on my part. Don't go to hell because of over me. That's stupid. Just because you hate me, a lot of y'all hate me. Especially from Scarborough. Them girls, oh my God. God. You know how girls are. Oh my God. Yeah, even grown up, they're still like that, dudes. Oh yes, oh yes. You hate me? I say, that's stupid. Just because you hate me, you get sifted. You get sifted. He told me that. Anybody who hates or dismisses this message gets sifted. Okay? So y'all better rethink your stance on how you're going to treat me and how you're going to whatever. I'm very humble. But you start this crap, I'm just going to warn you. You're going to get yourself sifted. I don't even care. I don't even care if you don't believe me. Because it's going to happen. Okay? This is end times. I got to keep saying that. This is end times. Alright, end times. This is why it is called. Our end is here and now, okay? It's here and now. That's why he ain't putting up with no petty, unchristian bullshit. Okay? That's why he has you doing this stuff till you're sick of it. Our end is here now. If you're a real Christian, don't make big plans. Because we must go, or else, okay? Shit's different, it just is. That's why he's going to kill a lot of pastors. He said that. He sure did. Especially if they had sex with anybody other than their wife. If you've done that, you're sifted. Just enjoy the rest of your life. You're sifted. Just enjoy the rest of your life. That's how he handles that. That is how he has always handled it, dumbasses. If you were in the world, you would have known that. You didn't read that part in the Revelations? Stupid. The word should have told you that. Duh. Now you're screwed. I bet that Willis, Texas preacher is going to hell. I'm sure he is. The one I caught with church secretary in the dark. I'm to tell people to not go to that church. He's dead. He's been sifted. Just to prove God ain't playing. And now I got to drive down there. I'll probably do it on the way when I'm going to go see Mama anyways. And go to that office again and see who I'm seeing. And then, yeah, he'll tell me. He'll tell me. Because before I ruin this guy, I want to make sure he's there. And that church secretary. All right, on the offerings, I guess, during the movement. Oh, yeah, I was supposed to pour me a water and I forgot. Oh, yeah, he's got this all planned out now. I'm sure there's a lot of unknowns. We'll cross that line when we get there. Thank God me and Clayton are okay. Alright. Let's see. Alright. It's when I'm, making the rounds all over America, okay? No to checks. It can be bounced. I will go to a bank. You can have somebody with me. I would prefer the pastor. I don't want any problems. I don't want any miscommunications, okay? We will take it to a bank. We will deal with it. I will stay in your parking lot and not leave because I'm going to have a trailer, okay? With the offerings in my vehicle, my fifth wheel, whatever. Don't nobody knock on my door while I'm there. Don't do it. Don't. And the next day you come and we will go do the money. We will have the bank person tally it up and I will give you 10% of the gross. That's it. That's it. He wants no opportunities for you to skim, okay? This is end times. It'll be your death. He's dead. Hell, serious, okay? You're dealing with Old Testament God, okay? Yeah. He may be Jesus, but his attitude has changed, okay? All right, let's see. Okay. Jesus has instructed me to take a pastor. Make sure to stay in parking lot. And make it clear, do not come near my trailer. Do not knock. It will not go well for you. I will follow you, and we will tend to the bank. I'm giving 10% of the gross to you. I have people that I'm paying. I got to be pure, and I need to know that I did that. I'm going to be in charge of that money, and you need to be okay with that. And if you're not okay with it, then we are not to stay. We are to leave. He told me that from the very beginning. Leave. You get anything, you leave. You just leave and you don't come back. I am to leave, and if you don't like his terms, which is fine by me, they don't have to like it, but that means you're denying my message. That brings the curse. That brings sifting to your entire church. He told me that today. Not just the pastor, the entire church. Yes, you get sifted. This is end times. I know, it's crazy. He picked the right one. Okay, he's sick of this stuff. Here we go. Has nothing to do with pastors, thank God. Spare the rod, spoil the child. You see we got a problem. You see we got a problem now. Because that's been ignored. Because these liberals or whoever they are. No, God's ways is you spank them. You make them cry. Okay? You correct them. Now, don't do like my father did and beat the shit out of them. Okay? And kick in their teeth. No. Just spank them. Okay? These are the Father's ways, and you're not doing it. That's why we have the problems we have with your little heathens. Because they don't fear nothing. You didn't beat the crap out of them. You need to start. This is end times. Oh, I'm supposed to address Chris. A different Chris. Chris Berkowitz, you better change that. Chris and his wife. The Grauls. Chris Graul and his wife. Yeah. Why y'all hate me? Well, first let me. Okay. Chris and Mrs. Graul, okay? That boy, Chris, as a child, obviously didn't get spanked, or he didn't get spanked enough. That boy, as a kid, was allowed to throw himself down and have a screaming tantrum if he didn't get his way. And you never knew what was going to happen. He'd just lose his stuff and scream and carry on. One time, I snapped. It was by the stairs. Sure was. He was screaming, carrying on. I grabbed his ass and with his body, I threw him onto the stairs. I just threw him on there. He flew a couple of stairs. That's it. And then he ran upstairs screaming and crying. I didn't care. Kid was a monster. Screaming and crying. What the heck? No, I was raised by 2 Marine sergeants. I'm sorry. That didn't fly, okay? And he wouldn't carry on like that. Spare the rod, spoil the child. That boy did not get struck enough, obviously. It was ridiculous. But he was allowed to carry. He probably just needed to see a therapist because his parents were divorced. Yeah. It was another messed up thing. So that's why you hate me, okay? That's okay. I don't care. You're a horrible child. Well, you're very troubled. I guess that's all it was, okay? I guess it's not your fault. But, man, I couldn't take it. You know, I'm not a therapist. No. No way. All right. This is about my father. Okay. When I got there, I guess I was told he was dying, I guess. Because I don't remember. I must have blocked it out. I don't know. I always thought I was just going to fall apart when he died, but I didn't. It was just quite the opposite. I was just glad he was free from his body. He had bad dementia. Okay, someone said, he's asking for you. When I arrived, I knew that he was struggling to get words out of his mouth. He was trying to tell me. Because I'm an empath. He didn't have to say it, but I could tell that's what he was trying to say. My life is over, he said. My life is over. I made sure to have the Bible with me. And I got busy. Okay, so I got busy. His favorite psalm was 23. So I read that one first. And then I started at 1 and read them all till I got to 23, and I read it again. While I was reading, remember, psalms are like a turret, okay? He was laying there first. But when I started reading psalms, it was like, have you ever seen those car companies when they put something in a room and then they're able to blow all this wind on it to reenact what weather conditions could be on the car? Yeah. His eyes were doing, it was like a wind was blowing his eyes a lot. So I figured I was clearing the room of all the demonics that were there to give him a hard time before he could get to purgatory, or, probably purgatory, Yeah. He wasn't doing the Father's ways. He wasn't. Not really, He was abusive. With me, he was very abusive. And he couldn't control himself. It was, whatever. Yes, it all worked out, because look where I'm at. I'm John. Okay, so anyway, so yeah, I just thought I'd share that. It was something else to see. Describe. What? Okay. Explain the John contract. Okay. Well, I already explained it to you. But nobody knows about this contract except me and Jesus. And now y'all, because I told you. And he wrote, see, if you're not nice all the time, you got chains. You got some sort of possession, some sort of attachment. Whatever you want to call them, you got them, okay? He wanted me to tell you that. If you're not nice all the time, yeah, there's something off. You're off. Okay, that's the end of that one. What? Are we done? We're done. What? We're done, guys. Okay. Okay, I'm not going to be back till Friday. I got to get more. I need to get more information. So, every time I take a shower, I'm doing showers. So, yeah. We got a lot of material. We will always have a lot of material as long as I got to take a shower. Well, he talks other times too, and it's during my time, but I get a lot of full conversations with showers. All right, well, let me read these words. I don't know why I took them glasses off. Well, I'm glad y'all showed up. Ugh. All right, here we go. Since you've kept my command to endure patiently, I will also keep you from the hour of trial that is going to come on the whole world to test the inhabitants of the earth. That's Revelations 3:10 through 13, I believe. And then Isaiah 65:17. I don't know, this might be moot at this point. Because we're going to be praying everybody anyway from purgatory. For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former things shall not be remembered or come into mind. We'll see, okay? And here's Jesus. Like I said, he was very choked up the first time before we raptured anybody, before we raptured Iran, because he was having to walk by faith too. So he was choked up, but he's not anymore. He knows we're well able. We're well able. We proved it. We sure did. And I thank you guys. Well, you don't want to go through end times any more than I do. So yeah, we took care of it. I'm glad there's some strong believers out there. I'm surely glad for that. When you fought the good fight, that's all you got to do. Fight the good fight. And he will do the rest. That's all you have to do. Just do your best, and I'll do the rest. But none of this is going to work if you're going to be a liar. Wicked and evil people can't fool the spirit realm knuckleheads. That was him, but he didn't say the knucklehead part. I put that in. All right. May the Lord... May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face shine on you and be gracious to you. May the Lord turn his face towards you and give you peace. All right, everybody. I speak peace over you out there in Facebook land. Okay? See you Friday, okay? I'll try to get as much material as possible. The phone ones. I mean, the shower ones, okay? All right, honey. Bye.